Now, good evening, one and all, and Happy New Year. So, first of all, we sincerely apologize
Good
for
evening, sir.
good evening, Mary ma'am. Some of the session that we are not able to make it due to the festival seasons, and this session is also we have rescheduled by considering the end of the December and other things. But the title that we keep today to discuss is like a dream land to native land. And why I'm telling you that, like, especially in the region where I'm working or living, especially there are people who are going USA by paying 80 lakh rupees, 90 lakh rupees, and they wanted to, by hook and crook, they wanted to settle themselves in USA. But today, the one of the person whom we are going to listen, everyone, is the leave America. They leave the USA. And do you know why? They are not uncomfortable with USA. They are doing very well. They have jobs, settled, but they leave the native, dreamland to serve the community, especially in the native land. And I'm, I'm, I'm happy to, they share with everyone that person whom we are going to listen. Everyone is a born and brought up in low middle class family, and the person has faced a lots of financial difficulties as far as their education is concerned. He got even having intellectual the capacities and highly scholar, the intermediate students is face difficulty to pursue their further educations. He found the scholarship from the novel, the foundations, and they started studying and completed the IIT from MTech from IIT Kharagpur, and started journey in USA. And then again, the after the experience all these things, they again come back and to started serving for those people who they are in extreme need and they can face a difficulty to pursue their educations. Sir, I'm Suryakan Padala, sir. I'm really happy that you find a time for us, and more importantly, you find time to serve the nations by starting of the Padala Charitable Trust. You have your own story, and we have all participants. They are joined from the various parts of the country. And I'm sure that your story, your journey, and your work together inspire to the people. And as I said, we are also putting your this session in our Facebook page so that other people can also listen whenever they find a time. Sir, on behalf of development sector communities, on behalf of Navjivan Center for Development, it is my honor and privilege to host you and to learn from you, sir. Now, without taking much time, it is my kind request to proceed for the lectures, and I also welcome all the participants who who join to listen you from a various part of the country. Thank you, sir. Please, sir.
Thank you, Sanjay ji. Truly appreciate your introduction, and it's always pleasure to be part of NCD Navjivan development. So I have been attending a lot of these kind of sessions that I have been coordinating. So they're very thought provoking. So today I'm glad to be the other side of the table. So I'm able to share my own journey with my other people. I think some of them are from other CSOs, and some of them might be. I think I do see a couple of my students also joined. So yeah, good to see you all. If at all possible, please do switch on your videos as much as possible. That way, it will be like very lively interaction. Yeah, thank you, Nagarjuna garu. So it's good to be here. So like Sanjay ji mentioned, all I'm trying to do is basically share my own journey, the kind of things that I and my team have been trying to do for last 20 plus years, and what have been our challenges, and what have been our accomplishments as an organization, as an individual. And hopefully I'll be able to answer some of your questions based on the time we have. So here I am, and I'm ready to go. So Sanjay ji, if you can share your screen
Please,
and start the PPT. Yeah.
So, sir, is it visible for everyone?
Yeah, it's good to go.
Yes,
So
Yes,
if
sir.
yes,
anyone
sir.
has any questions, any issues with the
Yes, sir, it's
screen or
visible.
voice, yeah, any issues with the voice or screen, just please let us know immediately. But
Nothing,
thanks
sir.
again for joining. Okay, great. Thank you. Thanks for the confirmation. And again, my name is Surya Prasad. I am part of an organization called Padala Charitable Trust. The main motto of us is basically to keep the cycle of paying it forward. So pay it back is something that you pay it back to the person whom you helped. But paying it forward is like you take the help from someone and you help someone else down the line who is more needy. So it's like, keep the cycle going. So now I have been one of the beneficiaries of this cycle. So I want to make sure that I keep the cycle going. And what are the beneficiaries that I'm helping? And I want to make sure that they keep the cycle going. So the pay it forward is one of the wonderful cycle that we always believe in. And I'm going to share, the whole journey, how it started. And again, we are an organization very much registered in India. Like, we have all ATG, FCRA, CSR, Niti Aayog, and we also have a great place to work for certification. And we are also part of Beneviti network, wherein we get the one-to-one matching from different corporations. And some of the SDGs like sustainable development goals is, there are 17 goals that every country is supposed to work on. And they're like, 1, 2, 3, zero hunger, no poverty, education, well-being, gender discrimination. So there are things like, every country is supposed to work on. And we were able to align 1 to 5, goal 1 to 5 as part of our activities. So, we can go to the details when we are in. So we go to the next one, Sanjay ji. Go to the one, it has the TED Talk slide. The next one. Yeah, yeah. So I happened to be one of the TEDx speakers last year, and this is where I shared my own journey. So my parents were like, lower middle class family, and I am from a very remote village in one of the districts in Andhra Pradesh. And my father was a small time tailor, and my mother used to run a small kirana shop. And very lower middle class family, like, how it goes. But I was doing really well with my academics. So I was always, topper in the class. And when I topped the seventh standard in my village, one of the government schools, Telugu medium, local native medium, and my teachers thought that, I should belong to the next, one of I should go to the next level. So they did some fundraising. They collected some money among the teachers, and they sent me to one of the entrance examination. So I cracked that entrance examination and I got into one of the residential schools called APR school, which is like a complete residential school funded by the government of Andhra Pradesh. So there I completed my 8th, 9th standard completely, 8th, 9th, 10th also, completely free of cost, completely funded by the government. So absolutely no burden to my family. So my father was extremely happy. My mom was happy. And in 10th standard, I got a state second rank. So that was the 1987, 88 was my 10th board batch. So with the state rank, I got admission to another residential junior college called APRJC Nagarjuna Sagar, which is in Guntur district in Andhra Pradesh again. So I went through the +1, +2, which is like 11th and 12th standard, totally again, completely free of cost, totally funded by the government, absolutely no burden to the family. And even in 12th standard also, I got a state rank again. And that's when I was offered a free coaching by one of the institutes called Narayana Coaching Center for the MSET examination. So MSET is basically a state level entrance test to get into an engineering degree. So I cracked that also. I think I got a rank of 483 was my MSET, the state rank. So I knew that I'm going to get into one of the engineering colleges for sure. But that's where the struggle started. So when I went to my family, when I showed my father all these, state ranks, and all the certificates, and told them that, see, my name appeared in the newspapers. This is what I've been trying to do, and we need to go to the higher education. And I said, he said, then no, yeah, there was a problem. Then I said, no, we need money because there's no free education beyond intermediate. We got the same counseling fees. You got to go to Hyderabad and then pay some counseling fee, and then I can get you to admission to one of the government colleges, and I need to stay for 4 years in the hostel. So, it'll cost some money. You need to pay for the books, for the college, for the hostel. So he didn't like that, what I was trying to say, naturally. And he asked me how much is going to cost. I said approximately 40 to 50,000 for the entire duration, for our 4 years of graduation. And even that was like too huge for him. So he didn't like what I was trying to explain. But then he said, "Why do you want to go to that route? Because there's no way that we can afford to that." I said, "No, Dad, but I am doing really well, but I can become an engineer, and I can get a good job. But this is the way how it works. There's no free education in India in after 12th standard." So we had a lot of debate, but end of the day, I realized that there is no way you can afford my education. But he said, "There's a plan B for me." I said, "What is plan B?" He said, "Why don't you sit with me for 1 year, throw away all your marks, ranks, whatever you got with you. Sit with me for 1 year, and, I can learn you the stitching, the tailoring. I know how to teach this tailoring business. And trust me, you can become a number one tailor in the village. And, I have been living, for so long, and you can become the sick and just continue this stitching thing." I had no clue that what he was trying to tell me. I was really frustrated, demotivated, because I really want to move forward with my education. But there's no way. So I was literally, spending sleepless nights. I was just going through a very rough time. I didn't know what to do. But this is the time the villagers, some of the elders in the village, they came forward, and they knew what I was going through, the kind of pain that I was going through. So they, tried to do like a benefit show. So they took one of the local theaters in the village, and they played a movie in the village. And one of the Sundays, so they announced in the whole village that, we need to help this boy because, he's getting dropped out of the college. So definitely you need some help. So that's how they played the movie. Everyone came forward. So with that fundraising event, I think they collected somewhere around 7,000 rupees, and they just gave it to us. So that was so touching for me, that the whole village was trying to, understand my pain and trying to help me out. But unfortunately, that amount is, too small, because, I had to be in the college hostel for 4 years. So who is going to come every time and help me out? So I well, like, back to square one. I knew that there is no way I can continue my education. So I was kind of mentally prepared that this is where I should stop, and then I should follow my father's advice to become another tailor in the village. So I threw away all my marks, ranks, everything, all the paper, just put it in the bag, and then I started learning all these stitching things. I knew that I was going to become another tailor in the village. But because of my interest, every day I used to go to the local library. And one day in one of the newspapers, I came across a small ad, which was like, given by an organization called North South Foundation. At that time, it was also called a bread organization. And they were actually looking for people like me. So in the paper, they said that, okay, if you are really academically excellent and you need some financial, help, just apply for our scholarship. So that was the first year they started scholarship. And I was so excited that, this is something, they're doing it for me. So I wrote a big letter to them saying that, okay, sir, this is my situation. You can count on me. So whatever marks or ranks, trust me, all the state ranks, the medal certificate, everything, I got it for you. Okay. And that's all I got. So I got nothing else. I got no money. So if you can help me for the next 4 years of my graduation, my BTech engineering, I'll finish my graduation and I can become an engineer. And this is my promise that I'm going to help, few more people like me. This is, I'll pay it forward. So this is my promise. So somehow they got connected to my letter. So they called me and my father for an interview, and then they went through all the, certificate paperwork, and they did counsel my father also for me. And they said they're going to, pick my education cost. So I think they issue like 10,000 rupees per annum was a scholarship. They right away sanctioned, to me. So that was like in a big sigh of relief for me, and that such a timely help. So, and then I never looked back. I finished my graduation from JNTU Kakinada, 1994. Then I moved to IIT Kharagpur for my master's. And then in 96, March 14th, I joined TCS Mumbai as a software trainee. So I became like a second or third earning member of the family. So my father was happy, my mother was happy, my villagers were happy, my teachers were happy because I became, an employable. And then, everything is going good. After 3 months of initial training program, I moved from Mumbai to Chennai. And that's where one of the HR managers, she came to me and said, Surya, do you want to go to States? I said, what is States? I don't want to go to any States. I'm fine here. She said, states here, the United States of America, do you want to go to on-site assignment because you got an excellent profile and you're doing so great and we would like to submit your resume to the on-site client. So do you want to go to US? I said, oh, that's what the state mean. I didn't even know what that states mean that time, lack of awareness. So I said, yeah, definitely I would like to explore the opportunity. So I got connected to the interview. I cleared the interview. And then, I went to on-site assignment for 97 April, I think. I moved to US as a software consultant. And then, that the whole life has become like, the other way around. So it was like a different country altogether, a lot of wonderful opportunities, a lot of, things to explore. It's a different world. So I cleared all my debts and then I built a small house. I closed the shop that my mom was running, and I told my parents that, just relax, I'll take care of you. And then that's when I thought about myself, what exactly happened to my life. Why should people like, my villagers, my teachers, my friends, this organization, why should they help me out? Who are these people in my life? So then I decided that, there has to be a purpose for my life. So then I thought, okay, at the end of 40 years, when I reach 40 years age, I'm going to quit whatever I'm trying to do, wherever I am, get back my village and do something different, try to pay it forward. And that's how I planned my life in US. So I worked there for 16 years in IT sector. Then in 2012, December 2012, when I was turning 40, 2 weeks before my 40th birthday, I quit my job and, returned to India with my family. I have two girls, who were born in US. So all four of us, we got back to India on one-way flight ticket in December 2012. And since then, I've been trying to explore what I can do. Education is the passion, definitely something that really it's in my heart. So I was trying to explore what I can do. So in last 11 years, I have been doing full time as part of the organization, and this is all I do. I built up, a very committed team in Kakinada, the native place, and we have been trying to make a difference in the education sector, where we see a lot of gaps in the system. So we are trying to fill those gaps in. So that's the story of the founder, myself, the art of paying it forward. So my simple message to the generation, whenever I speak to younger generation, the one thing I tell them is basically, we take so much from the society, from parents, or a lot of times a lot of strangers help you. We don't even know that. We take so much from society. So at some point of time, you got to stop your journey and look back, and then all your knowledge, all your skills, and experience should make a difference at someone's life. Otherwise, you'll be like incomplete. From here, you go there and then you do a lot of things, you accomplish whatever you want to do. But if you stick there, you will be a half circle. But you should come back to your position, come back to your roots. So, and then that will make you a complete human being. So that's why I strongly believe that the art of paying it forward should be part of everybody's journey, no matter where you are, what background you have, what business you are in. Everyone should be, paying it forward. So that's a simple and very brief journey about how this organization came in. I can just go, unless any one of you have any questions, I can put a pause here to answer any questions, or I can, go forward with the activities that we do it. So if anyone has any questions, you can raise your hand or, put in the chat box. Sanjay ji can help us coordinate, but I just want to give a pause for like 1 minute and make sure I'm not missing anything here. So any questions, feel free. You can raise your hand. If not, I can go on.
Okay, sir. Please continue, sir.
Okay, so looks like no questions. So let's go forward, Sanjay ji. Go to the next one. Yeah, I'm going to share the complete PPT. So don't worry about noting down things. So I'll share the complete report, but just focus on what I'm trying to speak and then come with questions. Deepak has, I think, raised his hand. So Deepak ji, yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, yes. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Nowadays, you are in India or US?
I'm in India since 2012. I never went back again.
Okay, you can share your contact number.
Of course, I'm going to share the whole PPT. It has every detail.
Questions arise, I will contact you.
Of course, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can go to the next one, Sanjay ji. I'm not going to cover every slide because of the interest of time. Yeah, we have a recognition like, this is where I would like to focus on. And a great place to work is like, this is recognition that every for-profit, non-profit companies also get it. So if any one of you is working for a non-profit, you can definitely apply for it. It adds a lot of value. There's a lot of process, but we can help you out to get it. And the Benevity Causes Network is again one of the wonderful platform for any non-profit, because you get your fund gets multiplied. So once you register to Benevity, and we have access to number of hundreds of companies across the world, and any employee of the company can give a matching donation. Suppose the employee wants to make like 1,000 rupees, the company will match 1,000. So we know that process. So if enough interested, we can help you with that. So there are some of the declarations that we got it. So you can keep going, Sanjay ji. Yeah, we have several appreciations and testimonials from government officials, other NGOs. So you can go through it. When I share this, we closely work with the government. We have a lot of MOUs that we have with the government of Andhra Pradesh. Other NGOs like Childline, we are one of the biggest partners to Childline because we work with the children. Yeah, next one. Yeah, this is where I would like to focus on what we do. Yeah, next one. So yeah, so awareness is life is, this is a tagline that we really focus on. One of the, because the today's generation, one thing really concerns people like us is they lack direction, they lack motivation, they lack leadership. The system is so broken that we cannot trust a lot of things in the system, because especially the adolescent, the younger generation, they're just so getting carried away by things like the media influence, the movies, the social media, even the people around them. So they are not able to prioritize these things. They don't know what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong. How do you prioritize things? So there's a lot of issue to awareness. So we have built three modules for them, and one is like project set. Set is like student empowerment training, which we address all these social emotional learning. So we talk about different life skills called empathy, self-awareness, and literacy education, the EQ versus IQ. A lot of emotional quotient is more important than the intelligent quotient, and we talk about the stress management. We talk about the critical thinking, creativity, communication. There are like 15 to 20 typical life skills that every school going children should be aware of it. And unfortunately, we don't have any of this in our curriculum. We don't spend any time in the classroom. We don't talk about it at the house. No one cares about it. But end of the day, once the student, the boy or girl, is outside the campus of the school or college, this is exactly what they need to survive. So this is where we focus. We have a module to cover this whole thing. So our challenge is basically we address 8th to 12th grade students. And again, we talk about, how much should you score, what the importance of grades and marks, but where you should stop it. The difference between knowledge and skill. What about your attitude? We talk about a lot of things, and then most of these things don't appear in our classroom. They don't talk about in the classroom. They don't appear in the examinations. But end of the day, this is what they need in life. So this is like set of social emotional learning. And second module, what we have is Project Setu, is again career guidance program. And again, today is a big gap in the system. Students don't know what to do beyond 10th standard. What is, a lot of these people, there are a lot of myths around career guidance. A lot of people, they mislead the children, even including teachers. A lot of teachers, because of lack of awareness, they are not able to motivate the children to go to the right career path. And we see like hundreds of students getting so confused. Once they reach the 10th class, they say, okay, MPC or BIPC or CEC, MEC. They get so confused. And they think that, some of the groups are like, good for the more intellect people. And some groups are, no, there are a lot of myths around. Every group is important. Every subject is important. Every career is important. First of all, there are a lot of misconceptions about the career itself. The students think that career is a job. Job is not a career. Business is not a career. Career is how you live your life. The job is only part of your career. So how do you build your career? How do you do your SWOT analysis? Where do you know how you can, where you fit into? So everything is missing in the system. So we make sure that we talk to the children at 7th, 8th, 9th standard and let them understand what exactly career means. How do you pick up your career? How do you pick how do you choose your path? And make sure how do you know yourself? The self-awareness is missing in the system. So we spend a lot of time with them. And some of the people, like, they just gather like 1,000 people in the classroom somewhere, and then they give a lot of information, like what after 10th, but that is information. Information is not a career. They need a lot of motivation, because every student is important. Every student, their background is important. Their interests are different. Their attitudes are different. Their skills gaps are different. So career guidance has to be at the one-to-one level. It cannot be like, the mass level. So we have a lot of these things in our module. So we know what exactly needs to be taught to the children. So, some of the children, emotionally, they are very behind because of the way their families are. So we talk to them, first of all, we need to motivate them. The poverty cannot stop you. There are a lot of opportunities around. So there are a lot of things in the career guidance system. So we have a beautiful module that can work, work well. And the third module is adolescent education. And again, the adolescent boys and girls, they need a lot of awareness, especially when coming to the girls. Things like menstrual hygiene management is a big taboo, even today. Even educational families also, no one talk about these things. So we talk about the menstrual hygiene management. We talk about the reproductive health. We talk about gender sensitization. We talk about the peer pressure, the early pregnancy, child marriage, child sexual abuse, or the exploitation. These are very, very typical things that they always go through because of the age, because of the hormonal things. They have a lot of questions, and they don't have a very good platform to explore, because in a lot of these questions, no parent wants to talk about it openly, and no teacher wants to answer them openly. So where do they end up going? They end up going to Google, WhatsApp and YouTube, and they end up watching all crap. So they're totally unsafe. So we tell the students, we tell the teachers and parents that, as a teacher, as a parent, we should be the first hand information to our child. They don't have to go to Google or YouTube for these kind of things. So, speak about it openly. So this is another module that, even for the boys, we teach about menstruation. We tell them that menstruation is not a girl or woman thing. It's like everybody's business. As a husband, as a father, as a brother, as a colleague, as a peer, you as a human, as a boy, as a man, should understand everything about menstrual hygiene. So this is how we try to break the silence about all these things about the stigma. So there are the three different modules that we work in the high schools, mostly in the government high schools, and we have been reaching hundreds of schools in the last 10 years and reaching out thousands of children and make sure they understand these concepts so that they can think better, they have good awareness, they can make better decisions, and then they are aware irrespective of what the society looks like, irrespective of who is discouraging them. They know what to do, they know how to lead their life happily and successfully. So again, these are the modules that we developed over the years, and we are actually working on the TOT module also. Like we have a training modules. So if any one of you, any individual or any organization is willing to be part of it, we will be more than happy to train them on modules. So again, awareness, we strongly believe that right awareness at right age by right people, in a right way makes all the difference. That's all the people need today, after the generation. Okay, so that's where we focus on. And yeah, go to the next one, Sanjay ji. There are two more projects that we focus on. And again, there's no fair game. Lot of people ask me, why should you do all these things? Why should you and your team are spending, so much time, leaving your jobs, and then, what is so neat? So we tell them that, the competition is not fair. There are two reasons, why actually we should do that, why you should pay it forward. There's no fair competition in the world because, whatever opportunities I got, whatever, resource I have, some of the people there may be more hardworking, more talented, but they never had the same access that I had it. For example, in my school days, there are a lot of my friends, several of my friends who are more intelligent and more hardworking than myself. And but they never got the scholarship I got. So they had to stop the journey at one point. So basically, I did not compete with them. If I compete with all those people, maybe I never would have chance to, get all these state ranks. So there's no fair competition in the world. So whatever I have today, whatever, I am, is not only because of my own hard work, my own intellectual thing. Because, there are a lot of people left behind. So I didn't compete with them. So it's not fair on my part to take all the credit myself. So that's the reason I should stop at one point and then give back my time, energy and all the skills to those kind of underprivileged people. So to make a fair game. So that's one of the reasons, we have two projects here. The first project is basically Project Unnati, is again the scholarship program. People like me, who are struggling to go for higher studies. So we fund their education. So we typically take care of all the government school children who passed 10th standard. So we pick them up, we fund the education, a polytechnic, intermediate, engineering, medical, anything. Only thing we say is, they should be passionate about higher education. They should have academic excellence, and then, they need some financial help. So right now we have like hundreds of students in last 20 years. Now they're trying to pay it forward. The beauty is basically some of them have become part of this pay it forward cycle. And every year we do get funding, the donations from our own alumni, to keep the cycle going. And we have almost 15 to 18 medical doctors, MBBS and DNBs, who are our alumni. And we have like 20 plus students who are doing like in IT sector in states, different in the US and UK. And they're taking care of their own families and they're trying to make a difference. And we have 4 people working in ISRO as scientists, and we have, I think, 40 to 50 government school teachers, who are working in Andhra Pradesh, and like, some of the bank officers. So we have very well, built track record of seeing our all network. And like I said, the beauty is, most of them have become part of the cycle and they're trying to make a difference in someone's life. So this is what one of the scholarship program that we have. And Unnati is basically name of the scholarship program because we don't specifically distribute the money. Scholarship, the money is only one part of it, but we do a lot of counseling, lot of mentoring, because that's more important thing. Giving money is, very easy, but giving wisely is difficult, and then mentoring is very difficult. So this is the project that wherein we take care of the college students. We do a lot of skill upskilling for them so that they're employable of as soon as they finish their education, and more importantly, they try to be part of this paid forward cycle. They understand that what we're trying to achieve it. And the other project we have is Project Varadhi, in which we adopt single parent, no parent children from government high schools. And again, this is basically as soon as I returned to India in 2012. So I have been trying to explore what I can do. So me and my team were trying to go around and interacting with people like you who are in education sector, interacting with parents, teachers, and students. So one thing we found that several government schools have lot of dropouts at these children, like seventh, eighth, ninth standard. A lot of children getting dropped out. So the reason we tried to find out with the help of teachers was most of these families are the single parent family, single mother or single father, or no parents at all. So they don't have enough attention at home. They don't care about taking care of education. They don't understand the meaning of education. The single parent goes to work, then the girl or boy goes to school and no clue why they're going to school. So there's no motivation, there's no awareness. So naturally, they're getting dropped out of it, and the girls were getting child married naturally, and the boys were getting sidetracked. They get into wrong hands, and then what happens after that. So then we found that there's a huge need to take care of these children. So we started adopting these children. Adopt in the sense we don't have any hostel to take care of, but we adopt them in the sense that they go to school from their own home. We take care of everything else, their clothes, their books, their chappals, bicycles for students who walk long, and most important, the medical follow-ups. A lot of these children are anemic, so then they need some protein food, they need nutrition food, and most importantly, they need a lot of mentoring, the motivation. So we started this in 2013, and we finished like 11 years, almost 10 years of this project, and we have almost like 1,200 children rolled out of this project. And some of these are actually they got in IT jobs, and these are like children, like I said, very much underprivileged, very much vulnerable families. And most of these girls now they're studying in triple IT. Triple IT is like one of the premier college in Andhra Pradesh, like plus two, like inter plus engineering, the combined studies, integrated course. And our children are leading there. The beauty is basically, these girls especially, they're so scared to go to the next street, but now they're going across the district, across the state. They're leading the campus there. That's the power of education. So we are making a difference in these underprivileged families. And again, once they finish the 10th standard, we absorb them into our scholarship program. We don't leave them, but unfortunately, some of these children, they get dropped out after 10th standard for a reason. They get migrated, but at least Project Varadhi takes care of them until the 10th grade, at least, until they reach 15 years. At least they're matured enough to do, what to do in life, so that they don't get child married. So this is the project that, we take care of all these orphan, semi-orphan children. And, that was one project. So like I said, this is like, huge gaps in the system that we are trying to fill the gaps in, because the government cannot do everything on its own. It takes ages to do it. So as an organization, as a development sector, as a part of development sector, we identified these gaps in the system, and we have been trying to work with other NGOs to scale up these projects, in Telugu states. And yeah, go to the next one, Sanjay ji. We have some publications in the next screen. If you see, there are 3 publications we published, and these are right now in Telugu language, but we are translating them into English. In the next couple of months, they should be ready in English as well. Again, these are like books that we have been experiences. Like the first one is the Project Setu, is like career guidance. So every school child, every parent should go through this one. It talks about every career. It talks about, what is possible, scholarship programs, a lot of awarenesses. We spent a lot of time to come with this booklet. And the next two books are basically for the adolescent boys and girls. Again, talks about the menstrual hygiene, the child abuse, child marriage. And these are like, small booklets that, we put a lot of color drawings in it so that the children can read happily. And every session that we go to, every session we conduct, we distribute these books to children, and they go home, they take these books to the to the parents, they read, they share with their siblings and their colleagues, so they're making a lot of difference. So we hear a lot of feedbacks from them. So again, if anyone of interested, we'd love to share these books with you, but these are our own publications that we came up with. And in fact, we partner with the government of Andhra Pradesh, and a lot of the school libraries, we were able to supply to them, especially the social welfare hostel, the Kasturba schools, the BC welfare, all these tribal welfare, all these hostels, they do have a number of copies of these booklets. So and then coming to the impact, you can go to the next one, Sanjay ji. So this is a very brief of the total impact that what we have been able to reach out to. Again, you can go to the details when you have it with you, but like our reach out, how far we were able to reach out to us. Yeah, you can keep going, Sanjay. I think these are like next few screens will be like, our own achievements, like, how we can contribute, the testimonials from our own donors. A lot of these donors, what they say, interestingly, they think that they're not donating to the organization. They think that they're investing in the organization because they can see the impact. In fact, in the scholarship program, the Unnati program, we connect the donors with the beneficiaries. We conduct Zoom calls, with the donor and the beneficiaries. So, in the Zoom calls, the children go through their own life struggles, their journeys, their academics, their family background. So the donor will be listening to all these things, and they're thanking the donor. So the donor sits somewhere, in US or UK or Hyderabad or Pune, somewhere, but the children, they're part of this village. And then, when they interact, it's very interesting conversation, because it's so interesting, so motivating for both sides. The donor really feels the impact that they are making, by supporting education of these children, by paying it forward. The children also, they get so motivated because somewhere someone, they're donating their hard-earned money. So it really motivates them a lot to do little work harder. So that's how we do. We connect the donors and the beneficiaries, make sure that we connect the bridge, and then they can benefit it. So you can keep going, Sanjay ji. I think rest of the screens are like the more details about what our donors say, how anyone can be part of it. You can keep going slowly. We have donors in US, UK, India. You can keep going. And these are the posters, like, all the next few screens are like posters. Next one, Sanjay. Yeah, we have poster for each of our projects, like, what is like set means, what all we do. So we like one page posters that you can go through, like every project that explained, like one page poster, like, what it is, what are the audience, and then what are the benefits. So you can just keep going. This is a life skills program. The next one is like Setu, is a career guidance program. And the next one is like Project Swecha. Swecha is like a, break the silence, the adolescent education program. Yeah, next one. Keep going, Sanjay. Yeah, this is interesting. Swecha for little birds. The one before, yeah. The Swechha for Little Birds is very interesting program wherein, when we were doing this awareness programs in schools and hostels, we talk about the child sexual abuse, what is exploitation, what is POCSO Act. But unfortunately and interestingly, a lot of these girls, they come and talk to us. They say that, sister, it is too late for me. So what does it mean? It means that those girls were abused already. So they wish that, these things they were ever before, much earlier in the elementary level. So that is so disturbing for us. So then we thought, there has to be a program for the lower grade children. So we built this program. It's called Switch for Little Birds, wherein we are reaching out to second grade, to seventh grade children. And we talk about the private parts. We talk about the safe touch, unsafe touch. We talk about the POCSO Act. We talk about the abuse, exploitation. Unfortunately, there's a need. We should not be talking about these to children, but unfortunately, there's a need. So this is one of the awareness programs. We are focusing real big on it. And we have some corporates in our state supporting this program. So we are covering like multiple districts in the next 2 years, and we are reaching out to every school and every children. And we want to make sure that they understand, these things. Again, these are like, again, taboo. No one talks about it at home. No one talks about it at school, but the children need help, this kind of education. So we want to focus on that. And we have a partner with organization like Arpan, Aram India. They're like, national level organizations, and we partnered with them. So we try to exchange our thought process. We work very closely with them. We do a lot of campaigns about the child sexual abuse, how to be safe. And one important thing that, we learned in the process is like, we don't, we use good touch, bad touch terms. Lot of people talk about, yeah, good touch, bad touch, but we don't do that. We call safe touch, unsafe touch. You know why? Because a lot of these children, when especially this growing age, the adolescent age, whatever they feel good, they think it's a good touch. Because of the hormonal changes, they might have some tasting buds that, if someone touches with a wrong intention, but the child may feel good naturally. So, but still it is not safe. So we don't use that good touch, bad touch. We use safe touch, unsafe touch. They're very, like in a very sensitive, very, minor things that, we have to focus on, unfortunately. But this is one project that, we are really going, big on it. And anyone interested, we can share a lot more. We have a lot more material on it. We have a big team of girls who are working on it, and we trained the college girls, for this program. Yeah, please go ahead, Sanjay. And again, next couple of things are like, project details, like whatever I talked about already. It has a little more details on it. You can keep going. Keep going. Yeah. Yeah, how compliant are we? Like, I said, we are very much registered. Like we have all possible registrations at NGO. We have 12A, ATG, FCRA, CSR, and we do train some of the other NGOs in terms of some of the basic things like, how do you register for 12A, ATG? How do you, register for FCRA? We just help the other small NGO, local NGOs who are struggling to, learn things. So, and again, we have a website, we have a YouTube channel. You can go through it. We are totally transparent, and we have everything on the website. All the FCRA disclosure, FC money, everything, all quarterly reports that we report to Ministry of Home Affairs. Totally transparent. You can see everything on the website. Keep going. And we do have a lot of these partners. We do work with some NRA organizations. We do work with the government of Andhra Pradesh. Like I said, we have an official knowledge partner, the government of Andhra Pradesh. We have access to all these government schools where we can reach out to them for the awareness sessions. And we do have some of the corporates as part of the CSR initiative. We do get some corporate support also. And that's about it. And yeah, this is the last but not least, like, why should you join us? And this is like, there is a sense of urgency because, we are dealing with adolescent children, next generation. So like I said, the right awareness at right age is the most important. So we do have the proven modules, we know exactly how to make a difference in this generation. So whoever is interested to spend their time, energy, who are interested to invest in this generation, we do have all these wonderful modules. So we'd like to partner with you and we would love to work with you. So please do, let us know. And there is a sense of urgency because, like I always said, the generation needs a lot of motivation. People like us, they need some direction. So it is a need of the hour. So we do need a lot of attention for our kids. They need a lot of help. So, everything that we do really counts towards a better society. So I think that's about it. Thanks for joining again. So the last couple of slides probably talk about, again, our own belief system, what are the reasons you should join us, kind of thing. So you can just keep going the last one. Yeah. Okay, so keep going, Sanjay. The last one is probably it has a YouTube channel that you can go to. We have playlists for every program that you can watch out to. Yeah, these are wonderful children, smiling faces that every drop that we do, it makes a difference, and this is what we'd love to see generation. Yeah, you can stop sharing, Sanjay ji. Thanks again for your help. So that's about it. So I hope I was brief enough. I hope I was detailed enough. So I'm open to questions. So thanks again for your time. Yeah.
Yeah, so, sir, first let us take a question from participants.
Yeah.
Any question from participants? Anyone, please. See here, we call, the Surya Padala, sir. He will be very honest with the answer, Mukundnathan, sir, please. Just, please, sir.
Sir, good evening. Excellent work and amazing. You started from your life story, what made you to, that is a really great motivation and wonderful. So how we can join hands or we can spread this excellent service. I am working out of Tamil Nadu area and through Lions Club and all we are doing a lot of things. Okay, so this is the one thing we can go ahead and we can do a lot of things and we can.
Sure, Mukundanji, thanks for the question. Definitely, I think Lions Club also, there is a program for life skills. You can find out from your district governor. I do have some contacts with the government, the Lions Club, Chicago also. I was part of the Lions Club in Chicago. But try to find, because Lions Club has a huge matching grant program. If you can raise some fund here locally, they fund it, they match it. So I am aware of one of the life skills program, they have it in school. So try to find out the details in locally, with your club. And like I said, we have ready-made modules. We have like 20 to 30 modules, life skills. We can directly give it to you. You can clone it there, and we can conduct some training sessions for you and your team. So you can go to your nearby government schools and then take care of these sessions. Feel free to reach out to us. Like I said, adolescent education is our primary focus. So whatever we do, we are open. So you can reach out to me offline. You can, yeah, and then we can do.
Yes, why I asked is instead of going through all the things starting from scratch, so you got the ready-made capsule and which can be readily implemented, and even this academic year we can reach some of the people and the students. That is the one thing I liked it.
Exactly. Yeah, your team, you are most welcome to visit our place. We have a team of like 15 people full-time, in our team. So, we do different, you can visit our office, you can interact with each one of us. And then, we can come to you if required. So yeah, there are a lot of ways to work together. But like I said, we are open source for you. You can take whatever you need from us. You don't have to start from scratch. So,
Sure.
yeah, but thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for the
sir. Thank you,
question.
sir.
Yeah, thank you, Mukunatji. And one of our aim to bringing such kind of the leader in this talk series is to, we don't need to reinvent the wheel, So whatever the people has done, and I think our sector is very humble, and I'm sure that if like Project Setu or Project Unnati or Project Swecha, if anyone is copy paste, I think Suryakant sir has no any problem,
I'll be more than
So,
happy.
so may I request anyone to have any question, please, before I ask to sir? Anyone, please, any participants?
Hi.
Yeah, please,
Hi.
sir.
Hi, my name is Sagir Mohammed, and actually I am working for an IIT Foundation that is for India level, but it has been started in 2019. So I found that sir has very good experience, and he is running his organization from 20 years. So I want to work under his guidance. So it will be great for me. Actually, I was planning to educate the children for good touch and bad touch, but sir has explained it in a very good way, like safe and unsafe touch. So if they have very good documents, so it will be great for us that we can share to children and educate them regarding that.
Of course, Sagar. Yeah, thanks for the question. Yeah, definitely. Like, irrespective of the region, language, children, need a lot of awareness. So we would love to interact with you. So like I said, we have a lot of material, content, PPTs. We do a lot of puppetry show because we need to be interesting to the children, right? So we don't like a teach method. We don't teach. We just mingle with them, we play around with them, we do a lot of skits, we have a lot of activities with them. So a lot of the teachers know the surprising thing for them is basically they ask us, how can you engage the children for all day long? We can't even engage them for 45 minutes. Simple answer is empathize with them, be with them, speak with your heart, and then make you understand them, develop your skills so that your methodology is simple. So yeah, please be in touch, and then we can really work together, and I can share whatever we have with us.
So sir, and you are also working for Delhi and Agra location, Agra, Uttar Pradesh.
No, as of now, we are working, very closely with both Telugu states, AP and Telangana, and some
Okay.
parts of Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
But we are not there at your place. But like I said, you can start there, so you can be our partner. So, we're more than happy to work with you in whatever we can. So feel free to, get in touch, and then we can share whatever we have. We can work
Thank you,
together.
sir. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
but thank you for working in that area, because not many people would like to break the taboo, break this breaking silence. It's not easy because the society itself is not ready yet. And whenever we teach the children, interestingly, in one of the schools, one of the villages, last couple of months back, whenever we were doing session, one eighth class girl, she came forward and asked one question about LGBTQ. It's one village, it's a very small village, and the one eighth class girl, she came and asking about what is LGBTQ. I heard about it, but that is such a taboo even today. Even not a lot of people want to talk about it. They want to just shut their mouth. So I took some time, explained in the blackboard. I took like 40 minutes of my time. I explained whole thing, what is LGBTQ community, what is L, what, because they should know, they should be aware of it. So if we don't tell them, if we don't bring that awareness, they cannot stop their questions, right? So they go to someone else, they go to a wrong source, and then that's how they're getting spoiled. So these are things like, we really want to break the silence. It will take some more time to get all these things to normalize, but people like us, should take it forward. But thank you for working in that area.
Okay, sir. How can we approach you, like via email or WhatsApp or something?
Yeah, I have, in the PPT that I'm going to share, Sanjay ji is going to share with you all. It has my personal WhatsApp number. It has my email ID. Yeah, feel free to,
Sir,
Yes.
Suryakant sir, you can also write in chat box if possible, sir.
Oh, of course. I will write
We'll
my,
we will share the presentation, and
yeah.
that is not an issue. But any participant has a questions. Anyone has a questions.
Sir, good evening. This is
Hi,
Jita.
good evening.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, very fine. Thank you.
Sir, actually, I'm working as an assistant professor in a college.
Yeah, go ahead,
Yes,
Jintal ji.
can you hear me?
Okay.
Sir? So, whether you have a
Yeah,
program
yes,
for
yes, sir.
college
Please
students,
go ahead.
any program for college student for as a workshop, like 1 or 2 days? You had mentioned in your model,
Yeah,
like,
we do visit,
yes, sir.
Sir, tell your
we do
location,
visit
Jindra sir. Tell your
junior
location.
colleges. We do visit medical college.
Okay, sir. Sir, actually, I'm in Tamil Nadu, Tirupati.
Yeah, where is the location, Jintal ji?
I'm in Tamil Nadu, Tirupati,
Okay.
near Belur.
Okay, okay.
So whether you as you mentioned, you have some of the implementation in Tamil Nadu. Whether any idea nearby Velur and all you are doing, so I can attend trainings and all. So it will helpful for me.
Yeah, not in Velur. I think near Coimbatore, in Madurai, one of the organizations, we are working with them. But whatever area you work in, you can just let us know, which college, what is the age group of the children. We can actually, do our sessions either online or offline.
Okay, sir.
Like, just let us know who are the audience, like engineering students or medical students or, the intermediate
It's art and
students.
science student.
Okay, that's
UG
fine.
student.
Yeah, that's fine. They need some awareness. So
Yes,
we
sir.
do conduct sessions.
Yes.
And yeah, we can, like I said, we can do online, offline. Just let us know where it is, and then we can work out some, time, and we can come over there.
Sure, sir. I will share you by your WhatsApp number or email. I will contact you later.
Yeah, yeah. Either way, you can just get back to me. I just shared my WhatsApp number and email ID in the chat box. So
Okay. Thank you very much,
please,
sir.
please.
This is a very useful thing because most of the people are not talking about this. So you had explained in a very well manner. The female thing, we think female thing. It's not a female thing. It's a human thing. Everyone should know. Everyone should
True.
hear. In the
Yeah.
basis of mensurations and all, they are not. Most of the people are not included in their content. I had gone through lots of content. Actually, I'm working as assistant professor, come trainer.
Okay.
So I'm training for
That's nice.
ethics. I'm doing for ethics or value education and skill training on employment basis. But I'm not talking about these things and all. You are eye opening for me, like you are talking about so much of things in a gender basis, sensitive things and all. So I like to get training with you, so it will helpful for me to implement in my college where I'm working in.
Of course, like you said, you rightly mentioned that, people like you, should have all these modules because you are influencing, hundreds of students every year, right? So we would love to work with, someone like you. But yeah, very, very important, very important. In fact, when we talk about the discussions, one of the topics that we talk about is like the rape culture in India and abroad. So, interestingly, one question that we ask in the session, like, do you think that, the dress in the nature of the dress, the women, the girls wear is going to the reason for all the increasing the rape culture, including the girls, including some of the girls agree to that. And then we have some activity, we have some debates, and after end of the session, end of the thing, then every boy and girl agree that it's all about the mindset. It's not about the dress, it's not about your hormones, it's not about the society, it's all about your mindset is what it matters. So this is the thing that we should keep talking about the children. They need these kind of discussions. But
Yes, sir.
definitely, yeah, we
Exactly.
can talk more. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks
Sure.
for sharing.
Sure. Thank you.
Any question from participants? Sir, I have a different kind of questions. I really appreciate, and there are people who also shown interest to partner with your activities, and I'm particularly believe that it is an impact. What we are doing with a small session, the people who join, they are really interested. Sir, especially nowadays, there are a lot many people wanted to start NGOs or social enterprise, and you have 2 decades of experience. Would you like to advise them? How would you advise, especially is it a good way to go, or what will be their strategies, and by considering the current ecosystems?
Sure. That's a very important question, Sanjay ji. Thanks for asking. In fact, I do get a lot of calls, emails from people across the world that it's been very interesting, very journey, but I would like to do the same thing. Can I just start an NGO and do something for my village, for my school? So yeah, the thought is nice. But just like whenever you talk about your business, very normal business, the very first thing that you get advice from any successful business mentors, if you want to do something, you join that business as an employee, or you be part of that. Don't just jump into the thing. Okay, just make sure that you understand the ground realities. So very similarly, whenever, if you really want to make a difference on your own in your village or school, try to understand the existing realities, because your knowledge, your skills, your priorities, they don't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is basically what is the need, the place that where you're trying to make a difference, and what are your skill set, can you fill those gaps? So when I returned from US, when I was packing my bags and coming back from US to India, people were asking me, what are you going to do? What is your plan? I said, I had no plan. No plan was my plan, because I had no clue. What is that I'm going to do? I don't know, because I am sure that I'm going to work in education, but I had no clue what are the gaps in the system and what can I do, what I cannot do. So I came out here. I spent like almost 6 to 8 months. I just went around, and then I found all these gaps, and I developed my own module. So anyone, really, if you're serious about starting something, you work with existing organization first, as local as possible, because something working for me, for my village, my district, it may not work for time with your local people, especially sit with the stakeholders, because alone you cannot do too much. So make sure you have a good supporting system, and just do some homework, do some groundwork. What exactly you want to do, what are the need there, and are you able to address those things? And see, maybe sometimes someone is already working on the same solution, so just be part of it. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, like some of the modules that we develop, just take it and start from the scratch. So to be brief, instead of going for a new organization, start working with an existing NGO first, get some insight, and then you will know whether you really want to go with a new one, or you only want to be part of the existing one. So that is my take on it. And again, a lot of opportunities around India. So if some of the NRIs or outside India, they really want to make a difference, there are a lot of wonderful opportunities in India. It's a wonderful country, the beautiful future. So you really make a difference, and you will, for sure, you'll be proud to be part of this journey. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah, of course, there are challenges. I was actually asking for anyone, about my challenges, but yeah, maybe there's a question on the way, but I'll wait for that.
Yeah, sir. There is a question from Hare Krishna Behraji. Hare Krishna, sir, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, sir, please. Your question, please. Just unmute yourself and speak. I think sir is not able to ask.
Okay.
So, sir, let me ask the one or more questions. Sir, as far as the resource mobilization is concerned, right, there are a lot many NGOs. They are, I would use the word called, they are struggling. Is it the real struggle, or I think I would say it is a weakness from our side that we are not able to reach to the appropriate people? How would you say the current market? It is what is the reality as per your understanding, sir?
As far as my understanding is concerned, definitely, as I said, team matters. Because I have been lucky enough to form a very committed, dedicated team for myself. But yeah, you rightly mentioned that hiring the right talent and retaining them is definitely a challenge. Just like any other for-profit company. But the more challenge for non-profit is basically, in addition to the knowledge and skills, the attitude is a lot more important, because that's what we really want to look at. Because we don't have very lucrative pays coming to the salary honorarium. We don't pay a lot, so we need people who are really passionate about making a difference, at the same time make a living. So that's where I think we every organization has a challenge of finding right combination of the knowledge, the skill, the commitment, and attitude. And of course, we had the very similar problem. And in fact, sometimes we ended up hiring people, but we had to let them go because of the attitude issues, because they are not team players. They don't understand the organization's vision. So it's like an ongoing journey. But over the years, we learned that how do you evaluate the person. So we built a system wherein first couple of months we have a probation period, wherein we assess the candidate, and then the candidate understands our priorities, our culture, and then once they fit in, they can continue. If not, just thanks for everything. And but recently, one good thing happened in India is we have a new education policy, NEP 2020, wherein the government has mandated an internship program for all the college graduates. So what that means is every college student, before they get out of the college with their degree certificate, they have to spend some time with any company, and that company can be an organization like an NGO. So that we have a lot of these young students coming in for internships to our organization also. So what that means is we are able to train them, because they need a lot of these employability skills. So we are able to train them in this communication skills, leadership, the time management, the discipline, the honesty, attitude, all these things. At the same time, they have become resource persons, to use them, in our projects. So in fact, when I talk about the Swecha for Little Birds, so most of our resource persons are college girls. They're very freshers. So yeah, again, the talent retention is the major problem. But once you can figure out your priorities, like how much budget you have, sometimes you can hire people from like MSW, like once they did the master of social work. Because when someone does this MSW kind of work, that they're interested to do some social work. So at least some part is met. But so that's the only way. So you just have to keep working on it. But it is a challenge. But over the time, you will learn how to deal with them. And again, as a leader, as a CEO, as a founder, you have a tremendous responsibility to keep your team on the toes. So every single day, you have to motivate them. Every single day, you have to work with the donor group. You have to do the fundraising. so that the founder or the CEO has the most critical role. And we have a lot of these capacity building programs in our team. So we meet every now and then, we exchange our thought process, we make sure that everyone is on the same page when it comes to delivering excellence. So yeah, I mean, it has been a lot of learning for us also, but it is challenging, but it is not impossible. So there are right people available in the market, just have to put some effort to find them.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Hare Krishna, sir, are you able to speak now? Hare Krishna, sir. Still, you have a network problem. Yes, sir. With like NCD, you have also participated in some of our program.
Yeah.
I remember that we have very the long relationship, and still the relationship is continuing. Would you like to be honest that the training program that the session that you attended, will it be useful to shape your organization anywhere?
Yeah, of course. In fact, NCD was one of the very first organizations that I signed up as a member. And I still remember one of the sessions where you yourself are the resource person in Hyderabad. I think we were going through all these registration things like CSR, and one other session was like about the proposal writing thing. And then I kept on sending my team to your sessions. I think in Bangalore, I guess one of the sessions that you had was about the exclusive accounting, accounting documentation, all that. I sent one of my colleagues there. But yeah, I think an NCD is one of the premier institutes that I strongly believe in, that wherein you are spreading a lot of good work done by other people. And in fact, you are the one who helped us with the ATG and FCRA registration, the first place. But thanks for that. But after that, we were able to do the renewal part of it. But you did all the heavy lifting for us. But yeah, every session almost, I don't think I miss any of your sessions. But you bring some very good quality people in. In fact, I think next month you have a session. I think I sent two of my colleagues. I'm sending two of my colleagues to that. But yeah, thank you for being part of our network, and thank you for doing all the connecting the dots. Because in India, biggest challenge that I always express is like we don't have a common platform, common voice to share our ideas. So I think that NCD is basically filling some of the gaps there. So you are really bringing all these like-minded people around, and then we are able to exchange our thought process. Networking is a great thing. So learning from each other. But yeah, honestly speaking, thank you. Thanks for everything that you do.
Thank you, sir. Because see, why the purpose of asking the question is, though like what we have experienced, but capacity building, having a knowledge can definitely help us. In fact, we are also undergoing the various training programs. So that's why I put questions, as especially in the development sectors. I think I particularly really observe and realize it. Training and capacity building is a missing component, and we feel that it is a cost, like investment and other things. But I think it is not an expense. And as a being an educationist, especially in the sectors, I would say that it is a real investment. Sooner or later, we have to believe on that, educating ourselves, educating our team members, and educating the community. I think it is a keystone, and I would say that the building a soft power of India. So education is instrumental to build the soft power, and that is, I think, the training and capacity things. And sir, I really appreciate that you are also, the training the grassroots level organization by your own way. I really like and appreciate. I request Hari Krishna Behraji sir for your question, please. Sir.
Sir, good evening, sir. Actually, sir, my question is, we are working in Odisha. Our NGO is continuing 4 year, but where many type of just like child education, women empowerment, this like type of work. but present situation is Odisha में actually not project as not available. Something just we are working in its own capitals, investment and other many type of problems facing and this like. Sir, actually, I will just one question ki some solution as providing just we are working that type of have continuity our regularly work. Actually, our only 22, but funding not available in many type of facing. Is a when working day.
Yeah, I understand. I think your voice was broken, but I think as I understand, you already have an organization in Orissa. You are trying to work with the children and women empowerment, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. And what is our exact challenge? Are you not having the support from the government, or are you saying that you don't have enough funding, or what exactly is your challenge there?
Sir, accurate problem. First problem is the government project as some project, but project as designing this side more 1 year like this turnover. First problem as a turnover. For जो project designing ना 1 crore 2 crore in this like, but our organization is 20 lakh 15 lakh to 20 lakh our turnover. ये one problem. Second problem as a private जैसे कि CSR fund. So many type of documentation, yeah, many type of criterias. Actually, our organization is newly continuing just grass level, but see, required any many type of document. But not available this document. Yeah, problem.
Okay, when did you start? How old is the organization, Hare Krishna ji?
Sir, 4 years is continuing.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I understand. Your relatively new organization. We had a very similar challenge like you, but whenever we were applying for some grants, like HCL grant, they were looking for, okay, don't
Sure.
apply if your revenue is less than 2 crores, 5 crores. Don't apply, if you don't
Sure,
have
sir.
this many employees. Yeah, we do have this challenge. But what I suggest you is basically, don't get discouraged. Keep going whatever you're trying to do, because 4 years is not a very long journey for an organization like us. So keep trying to form collaborations. We are like-minded NGOs, like probably you might have other NGOs in your network, in your area. So try to collaborate. And if you can get hold of some NRI groups, from your area, so they might be,
Sure, sir.
willing to participate. They might be willing to join you. So try to, increase your annual budget slowly. There are, like I said, there are wonderful people in the world. There are a lot of people who want to give, who want to donate. But only thing is,
Yes,
they
sir.
have to understand that, there are people like us who are really honest, transparent, trustworthy. So make sure that, you and
Yes,
your
sir.
team, of document everything that you do, probably go to some social media, publish your reports, have a website, go to YouTube channel. So try to get hold of other people, and then, like I said, collaborate with other organizations. So, learn from them. Like Sanjay ji mentioned, attend some training programs, understand how to write these proposals. But yeah, some of the grants, you will not be eligible for whatever, requirements, but doesn't mean that doesn't stop you, because, that's how we grow. It took it took 20 plus years for us to reach, where we are today. So it will take some time. You just have to be patient, be honest, and at any point of time, make sure that you don't deviate from your core values. The transparency, honesty, whatever you do, stick to that, and make sure every member in your team understands the values, no deviation, and then that will pay off. One day you will be approached by a lot of people. Keep working on it, keep learning, keep motivating your team. try to reach out to more people, be networks like NCD, be part of these networks, keep attending, more and more, sessions, and, don't get discouraged. I'm sure, you will achieve a lot more than you are today. Just keep doing what you are trying to do.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And any material, like I said, any material you want from us, feel free. We can send you any material. Only thing is you will have to translate into your Odia local language. But we can give you
Sir.
whatever we have. So that much we can give from our side.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Any question from any participants? Now we have Subramaniam sir.
Sir, very good evening and Happy New Year.
Happy
So I
New Year,
missed
sir.
so many class from you, and I'm very happy to see you, sir. Surya Prasad, sir, I am from Tirupati. So you are from Kakinada. I'm very happy
Yes.
because I have a good rapport with Kakinada.
Very
So I
good.
wanted to the section.
Please do visit us one day.
Definitely, sir, definitely. Because I have to, and Amul Sambasevara side devotee, and one more Dr. Jailan Shastri from CEO of National Medicine Board. These are all my, I have a good rapport these two people.
Sure.
So once again, Happy New Year, sir, to see this year, and your section is very nice. I also started one society, SRK Chicken Society. So it is started for education only in the name of my guru. But I'm working as I'm a doctorate in mechanical engineering, working as a principal in a private engineering college.
Okay.
So the situation is entirely different. But the last 3 years, I'm concentrating this area. I'm struggling. Okay, it is the initial what you are saying. Your words are giving some inspiration and strength for us, me, because we want to struggle sometimes. So for standing. So today onwards, I hope that a good friend, both Sanjay, Sanjay sir, and you will be there in this academic year. Definitely, I will be success. Sir, your idea is excellent, but how we can work, that is okay. You are already started. It is 25 years of experience. So definitely we can follow your module, sir. I will go through the website and study, because I just beginning I missed your section. I forgot it, but still I'm not received the at the start of at the means 1 hour before itself with the Google form will come. I forgotten it. So in middle I joined. So personally I talked to you, sir, regarding that. But very useful section, and thank you very much, sir. I will contact personally. Sir, Sanjay sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. I missed so many class due to so many reasons, but you are sending messages continuously, restlessly. Really, this effort is very nice and effective. I think next month maybe some CSR for, at Hyderabad, no, some program will be there.
Yeah. Sir, we see primarily our intent is to bring the vibrancy in these sectors.
Yeah.
Usually, I mean, if to summarize that, we wanted to promote the civil society-led development. Because if you wanted to see the India as a developed country by 2047, then I think as compared to if we come, if we build the soft power of India, because if you work in educations, empowering the grassroots people, or if you can say the BOT level, like bottom of the pyramid, if you see that, then I think the civil society or NGOs or social enterprise, or you can say development enterprise can take a pivotal role. And if like one person empower one more people, if we take a one-to-one, like if Padala sir has 2 decades of experience, if now he decided that I will empower one NGOs, in fact, he's empowering many, but just I'm giving an example that one organization, if as an individual, if I empowering one person, I think it is amazing works will be done without even any resources, I'm telling you. So thank you so much all the participants for putting the trust on us. I think Padala sir is always available for contact, for connections, even the collaborations, whatever way you want. And as I said, like whenever we keep, the compliance related session, we have more participants because it is a more pressing issues. But despite on all these things, we are also keeping this kind of sessions to share the other experience, their success stories, and how they built up the nice organization. And once again,
The
sir,
interview-
thank you for coming back to the India. It may happen that you may, if you are in a USA, you may have millions of rupees, but here you are transforming the life of millions of people, sir. Thank you so much for the serving the community, and it's really amazing, sir. We do not have words to describe the way you are working, but it's really amazing. It's really amazing, sir. Thank you, everyone, and nice to see you all the people in the classroom. If you have any questions, any concern, feel free to share with us. One request is you share your email ID in your feedback form. आप फीडबैक फॉर्म में भर दीजिए, तो सर का जो प्रेजेंटेशन है वो हम आपको भेज देंगे, राइट? और you will also get the certificate of participation.
Sure, sir.
Please, sir. Thank you, everyone. Sir, with
Okay,
your
sir.
Padala sir, kind permission, would like to conclude the session here.
Sure, Sanjay ji. Thank you. Thanks again for the opportunity, and
Thank you, sir.
thank you all.
Thank you, everyone, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.